Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of our show. How well do you know? H.W.D.Y.K. And today is a beautiful day. Cozy weather and very calm, all the way from Cyprus. Due to some challenges, we had to go on a short break, but hey, we are back and we are back for good. I will try as much as possible to keep you entertained every week. So on today's episode, we'll be discussing about a very important topic: four temperament types, or you can say four personality types of human beings. And to take us down the route is my very good friend, and she will be doing this lecture all the way from Houston, Texas, to the United States of America. Alright, so if you're just joining us, you're very welcome, and I am so excited to have you. And for those of you who are returning subscribers, I am so super excited to have you guys on here today. It's a beautiful day. Now, you might be wondering why we chose this topic, because it's very important. Why? We have to understand people's personality and temperament, so we have to know how to deal with them every time and every moment we come across them in our lives. So that's why we chose this topic. So I want you to sit back, enjoy, and if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Just look underneath there at the right side, the red button. Just click subscribe, and then if you like, click on the bell notification button so to get notified whenever we upload any new video, because we are going to be doing something weekly by God's grace. And also the comment section is there, so I'd like you to use it and drop your comments. So you're diving right into the video.
Hello everyone. How you doing? I'm doing okay. As you can see, this is your girl once again, Lisa, and you're welcome to this episode. Today on this episode, we're going to be having 4 segments, and we're going to be talking about 4 temperament type. And according to H.W.D.Y.K, there are 4 personality types or 4 temperament type. Okay, it is very important that you know your temperament type so you can know how to deal with people and also know the people around you, because we encounter people at church place, we encounter people at our workplace, we encounter people at our homes, when you go out to the shop, and people around you especially. It is very important to know their temperament type. So talking about the temperament type or personality type, the first one I'm going to be talking about today is choleric. Choleric people are very strong-willed. They are go-getters. They don't want excuse for an answer. They want to get a task done, even at the expense of, treading on other people's toes. They don't care, but they want to get a task done. These are the choleric people. I'm sure by now you're already thinking, oh, I know someone who is a choleric, maybe your boss, right? Okay, guys. So talking about the choleric, they are very good, leading a team. They are good team leaders, and they are better in managerial position. Okay, the choleric people are people who needs to get the task done at all costs. Okay, so you can always count on them when it comes to, getting things done. These are the choleric people. They don't care who's feeling the hurt. They just say it as it is. This is very important when you're dealing with people. If you're a choleric, you need to tone it down a little bit. It is okay to say the truth. It is okay to say it, but say it in love, so you don't step on people's toes because you think, just say it as it is. So, they can be so overwhelming. They can hurt you. They rarely keep friends for too long, because these people, they don't sugarcoat. They say it as it is. So these are choleric people, and the scripture I'm going to be giving to choleric today will be Ephesians chapter 4 verse 15. It says, speak the truth in love. Choleric, speak the truth in love. That's just an advice for you as a choleric. Okay, it doesn't mean that they are bad people. Choleric people are lovely people to be around. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back so we can talk about the next temperament type. Don't touch that dial. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for not touching the dial. So we're going to be talking about the second temperament type, which is phlegmatic. It can be any of them, okay? There's no order. It's just the way I'm saying it. Okay, so talking about the phlegmatic temperament type or personality type. These people can be known as peacemakers. They don't want no trouble. They can sometimes say okay, but they don't want to do it just because they want to make peace reign. They can just say okay. So these are the phlegmatic. They can be very committed to their friendship. If you have a phlegmatic as a friend, they might be seen as lazy people because they don't want no trouble. They're just there, they're committed, they're peacemakers. They are not the talkative type. Phlegmatic people can be very, very sweet to be around with, except that they are laid back. They don't want to strive, they don't want to push. They're just comfortable, they just like it the way they are. Okay, so those are the phlegmatic. If you have a friend that's a phlegmatic, sometimes you might want to give them a little bit of a push, because they can be very relaxed. So that is the phlegmatic people. Like I said earlier, it doesn't mean that the phlegmatic people are not nice people. They are sweet to be around. Every temperament is wonderful to be around, okay? So, and the scripture I'll be giving to the phlegmatic today will be Ecclesiastes 9:10. It says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with all thy minds. Okay, so this is a scripture for the phlegmatic people. Phlegmatic people are sweet people. This is your girl again, Lisa, and on this segment, which is the third segment of this episode, we're going to be talking about the sanguine personality type. Okay, so these are the sanguines. They are basically very lively people. The sanguines are happy. They want to, they are the party kind of people. They are social people. They steal the party. When they get into the room, they are noticeable. They are very good conversationalists. These are the sanguines. You can imagine when you have a sanguine as a friend, sometimes they can be very overwhelming. It's just like when you come out of the house on a Monday morning, you're going to work. Monday morning, nobody wants to go. Conversationalist. These are the sanguines. You can imagine when you have a sanguine as a friend, sometimes they can be very overwhelming. It's just like when you come out of the house on a Monday morning, you're going to work. Monday morning, nobody wants to go to work. And then when you come out in the morning, you're going to work, and you see your friend who is a sanguine, you want to hide. You don't want them to see you, because when they see you, the first thing they're going to say is, hi, how you doing? How was your weekend? Where did you go? How was your weekend? Did you see this? Did you go to church? You don't want that on the Monday morning. So they can be like that. And they are very okay the way they are. And they are very sweet people to be around. They are very lively people. They can steal the events. They can steal any events. When they come into the room, they are noticeable. They are amiable kind of people, because they are very good conversationalists, and they can be very overwhelming as well. And also, they can be very disorganized. Talking about being disorganized, they do the work at the deadline, the dying minutes. When your boss says, by Friday, let's get it done, you have Monday. Sanguine is not going to do nothing. You have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On a Friday at 5 p.m., that's when they are getting on the job. So those are the kind of sanguine kind of people. So it is very important for you to know these people so you can give them a little bit of a push to get the task done. And if you are a sanguine today, my advice for you is to always set an alarm for a reminder to get things done early. So these are sweet, amiable, lovely people that you can also be around. And my scripture for them today will be 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 33, and it says, God is not the author of confusion. Sanguine. You better hear that. God is not an author of confusion. So don't be confused, okay? Sanguine, get a job done because it is your job. Get it done. You do it today, you do it tomorrow, you still have to get it done. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be on the fourth segment where we're going to be talking about the next temperament type, which is the last temperament type. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned with your girl, Lisa. Hello guys, you're welcome to the fourth segment of this episode. And this last temperament type, I'll be talking about the melancholic. The melancholic temperament type, these are very interesting temperament type kind of people, and they are deep in their thoughts. They can think a lot. They pay attention to details. Like if you tell a melancholic that, oh, Lisa was wearing a pink shirt, and they're like, how do you mean pink shirt? What shade of pink? They want to know. They want to know every detail. So these are the melancholic kind of people, and they're very interesting. So when you're dealing with them, you need to deal with them according to knowledge because they're very specific. They are neat and tidy. When you get into the house of a melancholic, all the shoes are arranged accordingly. The pens are polished, the pencils are sharpened. These are this temperament type called the melancholic. So the melancholic, if you go to the house of a melancholic, they are tidy. This is the melancholic people. And they can pay attention to every details. They want to get things done, and also they give best advice. Melancholic are good listeners. When you talk to them, they're like, okay, because they're paying attention to details. And then when you want to advise, they are able to give you the best advice. So those are the melancholic kind of people. They are very organized. If you tell a melancholic person to organize an event or party, trust me, they're not going to forget one thing. Because they pay attention to every details, they write things down, they have their organizers, they want to check dates. If you call them and tell them, hey, can I see you on Tuesday? They're like, oh, give me a second, let me check. They want to check their calendar and all of that. So that's that for the melancholic. And they are very creative people. They are good with creativity. A melancholic basically will create things because they have thought about it. But not the bad thing, but one thing about the melancholic is that they can be lost in their thoughts sometimes. When they're lost in their thoughts, they tend to hold back a little bit because they pay attention to details. So they want to give you the best advice. So they take their time, to deliver. They don't just rush like that of a choleric. So this is the melancholic. They can be seen sometimes as proud people because they don't want to say thank you. That's that for the melancholic. So you should understand them once you have them as a spouse. Don't say, oh, I gave him or her a flower yesterday and they never said thank you today. So they already said thank you yesterday and that's it for them. So they don't want to, because this tendency to be a little bit proud, they don't want to come out begging, So those are the melancholic. And the scripture I'll be having for the melancholic today is Proverbs 3:5. It says, trust the Lord with all thy heart and lean not in your own understanding. So this is a scripture for the melancholic today. And I hope you have enjoyed. I hope this has blessed you. If this has blessed you, kindly share this video with a friend. And I believe you'll be a blessing to someone who is a blessing to another person. So I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, it's your girl, Lisa, signing out. Thank you and have a wonderful rest.